music, music on my mind. That boogie ground. Funky time. Make it fun. Staying alive, staying alive. Let's groove tonight. Let's get it on.
Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Carlton, also known as DJClassicBeats. So welcome to my lounge of loops. What I like doing on this channel is using the iPad for all my musical needs. I DJ with the iPad, I make samples with the iPad, I use apps to make music with the iPad, apps like Launchpad, Blocks Waves, and a couple others to just make music out of loops. So this is my loop lounge. This is what I do. I will sample a song, and once I sample the song, I will add a couple of beats to it and make it into a new song. Most of the songs that I sample are songs from the 70s, 80s, or songs that I grew up on, where I have the album, or I've purchased it in my iTunes catalog, but they're songs that I grew up with. And so what I'll do is I'll take those songs, sample a portion of the song, and then make my own beat with it. And today what I'm going to be doing is Southern Girl by Frankie Beverly and Maze. I'll give you a little information about the song, and then I'll give you some information about the artist, Frankie Beverly and Maze. Quite an interesting story. They've been around for a while. My t-shirt here, let's see if I can get a full view of it. Support your local vibe dealer. I like that. My wife was kind enough to get that for me, so support your local vibe dealer. Welcome to the Lounge of Loops. What I want to do now is share a little piece of the song, Southern Girl, and then I'll show you how I've looped it, and then I'll add the beats to it, and I'll run the song, probably do a little video, and that'll be it. So here is the loop, or the sample from Southern Girl. So that was it. A nice song. And if you haven't heard it before, my suggestion would be that you go ahead and pull it up on YouTube or iTunes, or stream it just to hear the whole song. It's a nice song. So what I did with that, of course, I went in and I did a few samples. So that's what I chopped up, and this is an example of the length of the song. It's about 2 minutes long. So what I'm going to do is let you hear it, and once you've heard the song, I'll give you information about the artist and the song itself. What I'll do now is play the beats without the addition of the sample. Okay, this is the first cut of the sample. Okay, and this is another part of the song that I spliced up. Okay, and once again, this is it. So again, that's what the song sounds like. I, of course, spliced it up, and I think I slowed it down a little bit as well, and I did a couple of things with it. So here we go. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, welcome back now. I hope you enjoyed the song. I had a lot of fun putting that together. And of course, when you're doing your own thing, it really sounds good to you. I just hope you guys at least admired how I put it together, whether or not it's not one of the top things that you've heard. I enjoyed it. And if you like music, I would suggest you doing the same thing. I would suggest getting an iPad and purchasing a couple of iOS apps that involve music, and then just make your own style of music with the stuff you grew up with and stuff you love. So now let me tell you a little bit about Frankie Beverly and the song Southern Girl. Frankie Beverly was born Howard Beverly on December the 6th, 1946. And he's known primarily for his recordings with the soul and funk band Maze. Beverly was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and started out singing gospel music as a schoolboy in a local church. As a teenager, he formed the Blenders, a short-lived a cappella doo-wop group that were influenced by the Dells, the Moonglows. I don't know who the Moonglows are. I have to search them out. I know the Dells. And the Dell Vikings. Don't know the Dell Vikings. After that outfit dissolved, the Blenders, he founded the Butlers. Subsequently, they would be named Frankie Beverly and the Butlers, which was the first group he recorded with in 1963. In 1967, he cut If That's What You Wanted, which became a Northern Soul standard. Not sure. I'll have to research that song. My first time hearing about him releasing something prior to Frankie Beverly and Maze. As time passed on, Frankie Beverly and the Butlers caught the eye of Kenny Gamble, and Kenny Gamble was part of the Philadelphia Sound Machine. It turned out that the music by the Butlers did not fit into the Philadelphia sound. After some heavy touring, the group relocated to California. After they relocated to California, they changed their name to Raw Soul, and they caught the attention of the sister-in-law of Marvin Gaye. Gaye featured them on an opening act at shows, and also convinced Beverly to change the band's name to Maze. The group's popularity was enhanced considerably in the UK by DJs Greg Edwards and Robbie Vincent in the late 1970s and early 80s. After they relocated to San Francisco, they toured with Marvin Gaye, and of course, touring with Marvin Gaye, you had an opportunity to run into a pretty good sized audience that kind of helped them grow the band and their brand. So Gaye took the group on the road with him, and in 1976 he suggested that they change their name from Raw Soul to Maze. And Maze released 9 gold albums from 1977 to 1993. Their well-known songs include Happy Feelings, While I'm Alone, Golden Time of the Day, or Golden Time of Day, Southern Girl, which is the one I just sampled, The Look in Your Eyes, Joy and Pain, you probably heard that remixed a couple of times, Before I Let Go, which is one of the most popular songs that you play as a DJ, and anytime you're playing for a crowd and they love R&B, that's one song you have to play before you let everybody go home. Another one was We Are One, Back in Stride, Can't Get Over You, and The Morning After. And the band has maintained a large and devoted following. I joked around and thought that they only did one album, and they were able to play off of one album for all these years, but they obviously had 9 albums that went to gold. Southern Girl was released on the album that included Joy and Pain and The Look in Your Eyes. So the 1980 release of it on the album was pretty popular. Joy and Pain did quite well on the R&B charts, and I think the album itself did pretty good. Also in 1980, it went to number 5 on the R&B chart and 31 on the US charts. It's kind of interesting that most of their albums did better than the singles did. I think the singles didn't chart very high on the US charts. The album that did the best was in 1983, based off of the peak chart positions listed here. In In 1983, We Are One charted at 25, and the 1978 album Golden Time of Day charted at 27. So We Are One 1983 charted better from the US. Thanks for joining me again as we sample another song from years past. And remember, feel appreciation for what is and eagerness for what's yet to come.